So I think it's amazing how little control I have over my life. And it's just occurring to me now, really, or in the last few weeks or whatever. But my whole life, I've always thought I was in control of things, of my life, that I could do stuff, that I could go places, I could do business and handle the family and all that business. But all of that seems to be gone now. It's just amazing how life can change and just change the whole scenario. So, I mean, the situation I'm in means that I haven't got memory, so I don't even remember my wife. Um, the only thing I know is I can remember what she looks like just about, and I know her name, and that's about it. It's absolutely incredible that this is life. This is actually life, and it's for real. And I'm not gonna wake up for something. Absolutely amazing. But I think I've been having some kind of dream, recurring dream about something, but I can't remember what it is now. But there's something happening that I thought was real, but it isn't. I really can't believe that this is actually life, and I have to live it. I have to find a way to survive it somehow. And I know, for example, that I'm doing fairly well compared to a lot of people. There are, I suppose, thousands of people, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people around the world living with crazy situations, and I really don't understand how they can do it. Um, it's literally amazing, absolutely stunning how they managed to do it. Because my problems are ridiculous as they are, and I know that I've got it fairly good compared to some people. So I do kind of wish for some reason that I appreciated what I had before. I mean, being 30 something feels like 100 odd years ago now. But it's not that long ago, but it feels like it's that long ago. And I do wish that I'd appreciated what I had more. Um, I'm thinking back to those days, and I'm really happy that it happened. And I did enjoy it, I suppose, but I didn't fully appreciate it. And I really don't know how to survive as I am now. So I think I've said before that I'm not suicidal, so I'm glad about that. But I am thinking, can I avoid it? Can I avoid getting that way, the way things are? Um, it's just the number of things that can go wrong in life is just enormous, and even just thinking about it, and even if they haven't happened, just worrying about them is really serious. I mean, there's illness and disease and loss of money, loss of accommodation, injuries, robbery, or whatever. The list of potential problems is enormous. And of course, there's no point in worrying about all of them, but sometimes the problems are right there in your face, and you have to be dealing with them somehow. But sometimes there's no solution. All you can do is endure and hope and pray, I suppose, for some sort of relief. Um, I never realized, I think, in the past that I simply didn't have control. I always felt that I had control of my life, that I could make plans and follow them through. and achieve stuff. And now I'm in a situation where I'm just sitting there. What's the word? I don't know. Just inanimate object. I'm just a thing that things happen to, and I have no control at all. I don't cook for myself. I don't decide what I'm gonna eat. Um, Somehow my room gets made up by people and kept clean. Um, I'm hoping that my kids are okay with the ex-wife. But what if she gets ill or something? What's gonna happen then? I don't even know the kids. I only know that I have kids, and that's where it ends. But I'm still concerned that they're managing somehow with just a single parent. I mean, what if I was a single parent and now I'm in this broken condition, so I can look after the kids now? So who would look after them? It's just absolutely insane. I mean, marriage doesn't cover enough problems. You need to be married to 4 people, maybe, so you could have cover for when people get ill or there's some kind of problem. I should have married several women to make life a bit more possible. Because at the moment, life is impossible. It's still happening, but I don't understand how it's happening. So I am wondering how I can possibly make progress. I can barely roll over in bed, let alone do anything in the world properly. But it is obviously something on my mind. It's hard to know what to do next. All I'm doing at the moment is living day to day. I'm eating food that I can't taste, and I think I've said it before, but it's unbelievably frustrating to not taste food. Food is pretty much the only thing going on in my life that's good, and to not taste it is just ridiculous. But I mean, I said before, I think at least I have it, and that's the main thing, I suppose. And supposedly, my body will use that food to fix itself. So my body should be getting better, but it doesn't feel like it, but that's supposed to be the plan. But I think my body's being lazy because I can't notice any progress. So, so it's a big concern that this is my life and it won't get better. It's just insane. But it's certainly possible, and I know it could be worse than this as well. So if I'm not careful, it will get worse than this. Absolutely amazing. Life is just insane, and I don't know how to control it. So I don't know how people out there control their lives, especially as you get old and things start breaking, and you can't sleep properly, and you can barely move, and life goes on for years and years and years and years. It's just so crazy. And I know that what I'm describing is actually good compared to how it could be. Life could be incredibly awful in so many different ways, and it is quite common for it to be incredibly awful. It isn't some rare thing that happens sometimes. It is commonly awful, the number of things that can go wrong. Financially, physically, mentally, it's just absolutely insane. And I can't believe I never knew this before. I never appreciated this when I was 30 odd. I don't remember clearly, but I have a sense that I was confident and happy and in control of things. And now it's just, I'm just like a hamster or something being looked after in a room that's essentially a cage. I'm a house pet. So I'm fed and watered and clothed and I get heat and light and I don't have to do anything for it. So I know I've been taxed like crazy in the past, just steal my money. So in a sense, I paid for this in a way, but I don't know if I've paid enough. So there's other people that are paying for me as well to be here, and that's so frustrating. I was always independent, in control guy in the past, and to live like this is just insane. And it's so crazy to have no control over it. There's nothing I can do at all. It doesn't matter how hard I work, what I do. I'm just a dependent person now, and I'm not alone. Obviously, there are loads of people like me. I mean, literally millions of people like me. I'm not even just saying millions. It is millions of people in this country living dependent on other people. And I really don't like being just dependent on other people. I'm not in control of my life at all, at all. It's just insane. So I don't know what my plan is to live my life. I don't know if I can form any kind of objective. What do I want to achieve? I think communication is important, even though I don't have memory. So I don't know what I talk about with people. Um, Contact is important for some reason. I have no idea why it's important without memory, but it does feel like I do feel like I want to be communicating. But yeah, life is totally insane, and it boggles my mind that my life is actually going quite well compared to how it could be. But I'm still inclined to moan anyway because I'm finding it virtually impossible. But I don't know what I'm doing with it. I suppose I'm browsing the internet, doing YouTube recordings like this now and again. Um, uh, yeah, my life is just internet, I suppose. Reading is hard. I used to do that a lot because my eyes are messed up. But I hope that will get better. But that's not satisfying either. I think satisfying for me is working, doing projects, sorting people's life out. Um, so I can point to something and say that that's working now and that's better now. I used to um, I used to teach martial art, taekwondo, and I loved that job. I didn't even see it as a job. It was just a great thing to be doing. And I'm really sad that I don't miss it because I don't remember it, but I'm really sad to not be doing it anymore. And I used to be a computer consultant, IT consultancy, and I'll go into a business, assess their situation, and implement what they asked me to do. And I was in control, and I knew computing and I knew infrastructure and all of that, and connectivity and all that business. And now I'm completely ignorant. I can barely spell computer, and that's where it ends. And technology has changed a hell of a lot around me, and I really can't believe how advanced things have become. I've got memory problems, so I can't remember what it is I was amazed by. But I know that basically the internet and phones and whatever have become far more intrinsic to life. It's become more of a backbone to life. In my day, 150 years ago, computing was a thing over there in the corner, but you did it when you wanted to. But now, with phones, whatever, it seems to be integrated into life a lot more, much more closely. So there's social networking all over the place. There's so many platforms to get used to. It's hard to know where to begin. I'm in touch on a few of them, but there's Discord and Facebook, obviously, YouTube, and I can't remember the names now, but I've got about half a dozen at least on my phone of these communication platforms, and I'm finding it confusing. And Twitter's another one, yeah. Twitter, I'm having a hard time managing, but I know it's popular. A lot of people on there. So I'm getting these messages bombarding me from left, right, and centre. And then when I try and navigate, I get lost in navigation, but so it's awkward. But it's great to have this sense of community because I'm stuck in this room in this supported living arrangement. So it's good to feel connected, but it's bound to have a downside. I can't think of what it is now, but it's probably awful in some way to have this connectivity. So, have you found that most things tend to be awful? There tend to be a downside to most things. Everything seems to be a problem. Every technological advance it seems to cause some kind of issue. So, I'm really struggling to understand life, and I feel like I'm 150 years old, and I just don't know what to do with myself. I don't know how to make life work. I need to get a plan, and I know that whatever plan I make is subject to other forces that I can't control. It's just absolutely nuts. So I know I have to make progress because it's not as if I have a choice. Crazy stuff.